What I'm seeing, money is flowing out of the stock market and flowing into crypto, real nice and quiet while they're both sitting there doing this. You know, underneath the structure,
Damn.
it's flowing out of the stock market going into crypto, man.
What's up guys, Kevin Cage here with another cryptocurrency update. In today's video, we're going to dive into iTrustCapital. This is the leading cryptocurrency 401k and individual retirement account platform. And the best part is, it's free. I also want to wish everybody a happy Memorial Day to honor everybody that's ever served and those that have given their lives. Alright, before we dive into it, please remember that all YouTube links can be found right in my YouTube video description. Now normally if you use this link to create a free iTrustCapital account, you would also get $100 in free Bitcoin after you fund, but now they're actually running a special until June 30th. So if you use my link to fund your account, you actually get $200. In full disclosure, to be transparent with everybody, I don't get $200 per account sign up. This is a sponsored video and I've been with iTrustCapital since 2020. But you can find the link right in the top of the video description. And if you already have an iTrustCapital account today, log in, get your referral link and share it with a friend. Any family members, any friends that create an account, you both get $200. So you may have noticed that intro, and this is a YouTube video by Noah, so big shout out and thanks Zach for sending this to me, asking super yacht owners how to make $1 million. And it seems like this gentleman is just as convinced as I am in terms of seeing all of the money and especially the infrastructure moving quietly from the stock market and making its way over into the cryptocurrency market. So in this recent blog post I made about iTrustCapital, the #1 free crypto IRA platform, I actually highlighted how big some other asset classes are in comparison with the crypto market today. Now remember, one of the most important things you can do to essentially guarantee that you become a millionaire, and it only becomes a matter of time, is starting an IRA, an individual retirement account. So as soon as I turned 18, I started a Roth IRA instead of a traditional one. Because a Roth IRA, all of those gains are tax-free. So when I invest, even if I'm hit with taxes and fees initially, it will grow tax-free. So my 10K or my 100K turns into millions of dollars in the years ahead. The millions of dollars that I just earned are taxed at 0%. 0% capital gains with this free tool. Of course, I eventually moved some of my money away from Vanguard, away from the traditional stock market in these index funds, because I see massive opportunity in the cryptocurrency market over the coming decades. So let's talk about growth potential of this asset class. Did you know that assets in individual retirement accounts totaled $12.6 trillion at the end of the first quarter of last year? Now, some of that $12 trillion in IRAs is coming into the cryptocurrency market. Thanks to the rise of NFTs, which will develop in the future, it will not just be silly JPEGs, the metaverse, decentralized finance, peer-to-peer lending without the need of KYC, breaking down borders, and a variety of new Web3 use cases. And as we know, the crypto market has been absolutely nuts, swinging between $1 trillion to as high as $3 trillion last year. And many analysts, even on the conservative end, still expect this asset class to surpass $10 trillion in the coming decade, if not more. Now keep in mind, just a few years ago, we were at $100 billion. I remember doing YouTube videos when we had a $100 billion market cap for crypto and talking about hitting $1 trillion market cap. People laughed. They thought that was insane. We didn't hit a $1 trillion market cap. We went as high as $3 trillion. And keep in mind, from that level, that's a 3,000% increase or a 30x. So there's going to continue to be crazy swings of volatility, and within those market bubbles, there is massive opportunity. Just like those that were ready during 2007, 2008, those that are taking the time to research and dollar cost average and really inform themselves now are going to be the profitable ones over the coming years. So while recording this video, the cryptocurrency market cap today is approximately $1.2 trillion. To add some perspective, let's compare a few other asset classes. The global equities market, the global stock market, has surpassed $117 trillion. Remember last year or two, we witnessed it surpass $100 trillion for the first time. The global real estate market, keep in mind commercial and residential, over $300 trillion. Just a few years ago, it was just over 200. Insane growth. In the global derivatives market, all types of products that are built on existing asset classes. So think of options, futures, swaps. This is highly intangible. An analyst on the low end estimated to be $600 trillion, but arguably over $1.2 to $1.4 quadrillion with a Q, and that's a real number. Meanwhile, the crypto market is roughly 1% of the global equities market, with 4% of the global population even holding any crypto assets. And I'm certain that 4% of the global population probably holds some Bitcoin or Ethereum. Maybe they hold some Dogecoin, but it's speculative, and I guarantee the majority of people don't hold a massive amount. Now, if you regularly watch videos on YouTube about cryptocurrency, you may be different. You may be a whale or a future whale. So don't get me wrong, this asset class will take time to mature, but just like every trend that we've seen, the rise of television, radio, the internet, telecommunication, the mobile phone, it gave rise to applications and social media. Now we have streaming. This will be no different. We can see the future of money. We can see the rise of Internet of Things devices, the metaverse, NFTs, Web3. This is simply the next step in evolution, and there's going to be opportunity. The crypto asset class that will be the asset class to swallow all others. So this is why I'm leveraging iTrustCapital, a free tool for tax-free trading. Now let's share some recent facts that some of you may not know. Number 1, we have limit orders available, so you can do conditional trades, and keep in mind they're open 24/7. So I can do if and then statements. So if XLM or Algo drops to this price, I can buy 25%. And if my crypto asset goes to $10, I can sell a portion here and here. You can automate it, set and forget, and let the market come to you. I just had another one of my family members join, obviously because it's free. They had some money in the stock market and 401ks that are down, but I'm going to move it over and we're going to start dollar cost averaging into a few crypto assets. And I plan to do a few big swing trades for them over the coming years. Now you can also go right to how it works and click their assets and look at their list. They also have precious metals like gold and silver available. And right now we have dozens of assets, but guess what? There's going to be more on the way. Remember, they're backed by Fireblocks. Remember when this number was like what? 800, now it's 1,200 of the largest institutional players leverage Fireblocks. iTrustCapital is one of them. And this platform is helping iTrustCapital shortly launch staking. I can't say which 2 assets they're starting staking with yet, but I am excited. And it's going to pave the way for a lot of new exciting pieces of news. And remember that iTrustCapital is fully insured with hundreds of millions of dollars, and they're also backed by Coinbase Custody. So you can go to coinbase.com/custody/assets and see the list. I'm still waiting for them to add HBAR. Along with Casper, and Casper's fully integrated with BitGo, so we're halfway there. We also know that Quant is backed by Coinbase Custody. So I like to see assets that are on this list before they get listed on iTrustCapital. And this is an absolute massive list of altcoins. And friendly reminder, this is a unicorn company with a valuation of over $1.3 billion. Over 2,000 5-star reviews, over $5 billion in transactions on this platform thus far, and there's been well over 100,000 accounts created. And if you have any questions about account setup with iTrustCapital, they have support available. You can call them directly right on the phone. You can send them an email. I was nervous too when I first started an account. It went unbelievably smooth, and it only took me about a week to get everything started and funded. And I know that sounds crazy because back in the day, it maybe took 2 or 3 weeks. But everything's automated. They send you the documents to sign in your little checkoff list. They actually then send the documents and reach out to your custodian. It's really nice. And if you have additional questions or even want to learn the basics of crypto or a retirement account and understand all of the benefits that come with it, you can come right up to the Learn tab. Under how it works, you see the FAQ along with security, and understand how the assets are secured. They're working with the big boys like Fireblocks. This is institutional storage. So a few other things I want to list off before we call it a day. Limit orders are officially live. We have GRT or the Graph, another crypto asset that has been recently added. Get ready for a few new assets to be listed on iTrustCapital. Mobile application is fully live on iOS today, and I know we've been patiently waiting. They are pushing for staking to go live with 2 assets initially. And remember, iTrustCapital's crypto IRA is only available for people within the United States and any US territories. So now that I left Illinois and I'm in Puerto Rico, I can still use iTrustCapital as a Puerto Rican resident. And also regarding Flare Networks and Songbird, I got word that they're still implementing the infrastructure necessary so clients can access their SGB or Songbird. They need to make sure that they can access liquidity so users can buy and sell right within the dashboard. Flare Networks is set to go live this July, fingers crossed. But alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and remember, if you create a referral link, both you and your family and friends can get $200 each. And as always, be mindful that these are my only social media accounts over here on the left. I will never reach out and spam you. Those are impersonators. And all links can be found in the YouTube video description along with my link tree and my Twitter bio. Appreciate it, and I'll catch you in the next one.